everyone, welcome to my League of Legends beginner guide. Before I start my guide, I would like to warn you that this guide does presume that you have played the tutorial that is there for new players. So if you haven't completed that, go finish it now. You finished it? Great. Now hopefully after this video, you will have the knowledge to play at a decent level. The first thing you should know that there is 2 maps. That's right, 2. No other maps here are being left out for any particular reason. Of these 2 maps, 99% of the play is on one of them, and it's called Summoner's Rift. The map has 3 lanes. They are known as bot for bottom, mid for middle, and top for, well, top. Between these lanes is the jungle. The jungle is filled with monsters of varying strength, from the little toad that randomly spawns in the river to the towering behemoth that is Baron Nashor. League of Legends' idea is very simple. You have to destroy the enemy base, which is known as the Nexus, before the enemies destroy your own. It only gets complicated when you start talking about all the stuff in between. Woo! Get ready. So you've got these things called towers. They shoot. You got to push your minions to the towers. Destroy 3 outer ones in each lane before you get to the inhibitors. Destroy these real quick so you can get the big boys called super minions. These guys are stronger than Arnold Schwarzenegger on steroids. They'll help you push down into the enemy Nexus towers until you finally destroy their Nexus, winning the game. Damn, that was a lot of information. Did you catch it all? You didn't? Well, the idea is, push the minions so that you can destroy things. Simple. As you level up, you gain access to what are called summoner spells. There is a total of 11 of them. Out of these, about 6 are frequently used, but I'll go over which ones to take for each role when we come to it. The role I'm going to start with is a role that used to be called ADC, but is now called bot lane due to a few recent changes that I'll cover. This role was primarily ruled by ranged marksmen called attack damage carries that become stronger as the game goes. But in recent times, other characters like mages and bruisers have also come bot lane. The primary playstyle of a bot laner is to farm minions so that you can carry later in the game. Bot laners typically take heal and flash. This is to be very safe during the laning phase and late game. A good beginner marksman is known as Miss Fortune, who is a lady pirate. This champion plays bot lane with support. And a support, in their role, is basically to be a babysitter for the first 15 minutes for your bot laner. The bot laner is the child that you're taking care of. You have to make sure it doesn't get attacked by any monsters while trying to feed it. A support is self-explanatory. They support the bot laner and the team with their abilities and items. Supports typically take Flash and Exhaust or Ignite depending on which champion you're playing and what playstyle you enjoy. You always take Flash. Exhaust is if you're feeling more defensive, and Ignite is if you're feeling more aggressive. Support champions fall into 3 main categories. Tank supports, like Braum, Alistar, and Thresh. These characters have abilities that disrupt enemies. There's also Enchanter supports, which is Janna, Lulu, Soraka. These cast shields and heals on allies. The last category is Mage supports, which just deal a lot of damage. Next up is the Jungler, which instead of standing in a lane farming minions, they run around the jungle in between the lanes, killing jungle camps. This role attempts to aid laners in killing their enemy champions. They must take the summoner spell Smite to operate. However, I would stay away from this role in your early ventures. A few easy junglers to get into if you want to try it is maybe Warwick or Amumu. The next role is mid lane. Mid laners can take a range of summoner spells. They typically take Flash and Ignite or a defensive summoner spell such as Heal, Barrier, or Cleanse. The champions in this role fall into 2 major categories: Mages and Assassins. If you'd like to play this role, then I recommend you play a champion such as Annie. She's very easy and has no skill-related abilities. The last lane is top lane. This role typically takes Flash and Teleport or Ignite. This role has the widest champion pool. The 3 main types of champions in this role are Fighters, Bruisers, and Tanks. I would recommend sticking to Bruisers or Tanks, such as Malphite.
He's a rock! It's awesome!
Fighter or Dr. Mundo, because these champions are very strong due to their being very hard to kill. Apart from towers, there's 3 major objectives on Summoner's Rift. These being the Dragon, Rift Herald, and Big Pub. Oh, sorry, I mean Baron. Dragons spawn at the start of the game. They're either Infernal, Ocean, Cloud, or Earth, which give different stats to the team that kill it. Baron is this big boy that spawns at 20 minutes and gives a global buff to the team that secures it, which buffs up the surrounding minions that champions are near. In the same spot between 10 and 20 minutes is a baby Baron, which is called the Rift Herald. This will spawn, and the team that fights to capture it can then respawn it and it becomes their ally. It deals very little damage to champions, but devastating damage to towers.
Disrespect your surroundings!
There are runes that are taken by each player in every game, but there are too many runes to go over in this one video, but I'll give a link to the video where I went over runes more in depth. Gold is collected by each champion passively and also by killing enemies, such as minions and champions. This gold can be spent in your team's shop. For a guide on how to build each champion, I recommend using the website champion.gg. For example, if I was going to look at a build for the champion Thresh, I would write champion.gg/Thresh. Then it will give you an optimal guide for runes as well as builds. It'll show you the most common and the highest win rate builds for their champion. Finally, if you really want to get better at this game, you can find a high skill streamer that plays the role or champion that you enjoy playing the most. This will help you understand the way to optimally play your role and champion. But by far the best way to get better is to simply play the game. Nothing is better than practice for improving. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment if you have any questions or responses. Have a good day, summoners.